Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, going to be playing with another friend of the Arp Bud. But first, we're going to hear from a power duo, Starr and Dominic Torregrosso. This is Where a Cactus Grows. Enjoy.
Somewhere in a desert, very far away, little armadillo's crying every single day. 'Cause every time he meets a mammal, he just feels so insecure. He looks like a bandit, but his little heart is pure. Where cactus grows, nobody knows. The drama shows where cactus grows. Where cactus grows, nobody knows. The drama shows where cactus grows. Sucking on the crossroad of the rock, the dust and stone. Little armadillo's always feeling so alone. Until the thunder comes and orange cloud covers the sky. He thinks his day has come and he is all prepared to die. Where cactus grows, nobody knows. The drama shows where cactus grows. Where cactus grows, nobody knows. The drama shows where cactus grows. The noise gradually settles and he can breathe again. His eyes still full of tears, but hey, now he can see a friend. It's the most gorgeous female armadillo's ever seen. Her armor's blue and silver, God knows places she has been. Where cactus grows, nobody knows. The drama shows where cactus grows. Where cactus grows, nobody knows. The drama shows where cactus grows. He carefully approaches, he flirts like on a dare. Then he tries to kiss her and she doesn't seem to care. Her lips are so much sweeter than anything he tried before. Since she doesn't seem to mind, he just keeps taking more. Where cactus grows, nobody knows. The drama shows where cactus grows. Where cactus grows, nobody knows. The drama shows where cactus grows. His heart is racing like a bike and he is out of breath. But his little mistress is all worth the painful death. He doesn't know what's going on, but he feels like a man. He'll never separate from his beloved red book. And where cactus grows, nobody knows. The drama shows where cactus grows. Where cactus grows, nobody knows. The drama shows where cactus grows.
Good morning. I hope you're all doing well. A big round of applause there. That was absolutely
Stunning. Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Thanks, Gordon. Welcome to the show. Good to see you all. I hope you're all doing well. That was, let me get the name right again, Where a Cactus Grows by Starr and Dominic Torregrosso. So I'm not sure if that's their second or third outing together as a duo, But I think I played the first one on one of them on here. I'm guessing. I'm sure Dominic will correct me because he's here in the audience. But I believe it's a second, but I could be wrong. I think they work really well together. I think they are a really good match. And speaking of Just Naya, she will be on the show this week, which is really cool.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Exactly, Gordon. God, I'm not going to overplay that, I promise. Or maybe I will. Maybe I will. Let me find the thing for it. There we go. So, Just Naya is coming on the show this end of the week. So, Friday my time, but Thursday for the rest of you living in the past. And she'll be on to talk about all of her music. And a little birdie tells me she's got a new song coming out too, just in time for the interview, which is really cool. So, I hope you can join us for that. You'll hear... I think it's going to be a really interesting interview to hear about her musical journey in Slovenia, where she is from. So I just think it's going to be really, really cool, and I hope you can join me for it. Let's put that away. Okie doke, my name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. Every day we look at apps and stuff like that around iOS to help you make your music, your creative ventures better. Talk about health, mental health and well-being. Interviews, as I just mentioned, and on the weekend I'll play a live set every now and again, most weeks. Let's say hello to folks in the chat and see what is going on. Hello, Mr. Back from Doing Time. You're back. Jim Shannon on sounds. Thanks for pointing out that the sound was a little bit low at the start there. Sorry about that. I was indulging in my coffee at 8 a.m. in the morning, and I was getting lost in the sweet, sweet taste of coffee and didn't realize the volume was low, because in my cans it was really loud because I'm going deaf, slowly going deaf. Dominic Torregrosa, hello to you. Thank you for being here. Also, Cy F, and good to see you. Russ8889, who else do I see here? Thomas Christ, hello to you. I have an idea what's going on.
Stunning.
Also, who else is here? I've got Jim Shen on sounds. Kim Hudden Hudson. Hello, baby. Baby? What? What's happening? Audible video. G'day. Who else is here? I think I saw Sean Chandler. Michael Nervous. Hello to you. Just ignore most of the stuff Audible video says. It's bullshit. All of it. All of it. Who else do I see? I think, have I got everyone? I think I've got everyone. If I haven't, just Tremor Bear is here as well. I've moved my bear button to fit in some of my...
Stunning. 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 Absolutely stunning.
Stunning buttons. Stunning. Stunning. Gorgeous. Delicious. Beautiful. Quail's egg. Anyway, as you can probably guess, folks, I'm a little bit addicted with Gordon Ramsay at the moment, and the amount of times he says stunning in a show because it's just hilarious to me.
Stunning.
Sorry. Alrighty. I don't really think there's many price drops today. We can have a quick look. What do we have? Are there any price drops? No, they're the same from yesterday. So there you go. The Fuawu and the Raro and Mavis Pro. Poet, didn't know it. Chronica, Patterning 2. Pretty much, there's not a lot on sale. And it seems like when things do go on sale, they're on sale for either like a couple of days, the really cool stuff, and it disappears really quickly as well. So that's not really very...
Stunning.
But anyway, so today, what are we looking at? We are continuing the series on the Bud apps by Cem Oclay. Get the name right, Jesus. He was here yesterday, and today we're going to look at Arp Bud, which is an arpeggiator. Yeah, and again, $5. All these apps that we've looked at this week, so we've done 4 of them this week. They're all $5 each. Just really handy, super handy tools to have in your arsenal. And again, this one is absolutely no no different. It's in fact, you could say it's no, I'm not going to do it. I want to save it up. All right. So it's $5. Really cool app. Let's dive in, shall we? And I'll show you a couple of ways you can use this to kick off. So I've got a couple of projects to have a look at just to kick off. So this particular one, as I said, there's two ways you can do this. Here's the arpeggiator. We'll go and have a look at it shortly, how it all works. But this particular instance, you'll notice I have the virtual on-screen keyboard set up here with AUM. And I've got the hold button down here. So when this little infinity button is depressed, whatever key you click down will stay pressed. Yeah. So I've got a whole bunch of keys pressed down here to show you an example of using this project. And another project I'll open up after this, I'll show you using my keyboard. There it is. What happened to my camera? I must have knocked it. There we go. Using my... Hey, dude. What's going on, man? Sit still. All right, there we go with my keyboard. Camera's moving around. All right. Before we get into it, I actually rearranged the studio yesterday. I think I told some of you that I was, maybe I told all of you that I was going to be putting in a new computer. And I decided to go against it. So I had a new computer here. I had another screen. And I had the computer all set up yesterday. The fan on the computer was just way too loud. And it just would have been hell in here. So it had like 8 fans in it. It was a new desktop. Not a new desktop, but an i7. So what I've done in here instead is I've set up my desk a lot cleaner. So now I have my Microfreak permanently connected, so I can play it. I can move over here, play a keyboard over here, and then I can move over here to this keyboard. So I've got 2 keyboards. So I've gone completely yarny now with keyboards everywhere. I've got a fan over here to blow my hair. So there you go. There's an update on the studio. And Darth Vader's back, folks. Darth Vader is back finally. He's been long overdue. Okay, so let's have a play with this. All I've got running to let you know to kick off is I have a Hammerhead kick drum. Just a kick drum happening. And this is house mark just to start off. And if I hit play, fancy. In fact,
Stunning.
hey, Ed Zielinski, welcome to the show. Of course you can, Russ. Go for it. Ban yourself. You'll have nowhere else to go if you ban yourself. Remember, you're banned from everywhere else. So basically, there it is running using the virtual keyboard with those keys locked. Hello, Cem. Welcome to you again. We're doing. Oh God, I'm a poet and I didn't know it today. Listen to this. All these poets.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Absolutely stunning. All right. So what I'm going to do is now close this project out because I don't need it right now. And what we're going to do is open another one and just show you this one running, which is completely. Do I have the right one? I think I've got the right one. Yes, I've got the right one. Let's. Wait for this to load. Load. We're good. And now what you'll notice, I'll stop this now. So what you'll notice with this one in particular is instead of using the keyboard, I've actually got these connected to my Arturia Keystep 37. And I've actually got chords turned on here, yeah? So with the Keystep, you can actually turn on chords, majors, octaves, all that kind of stuff. And while this is playing, I'm going to play just single note chords and change the patterns up here and listen what happens. Let's do it again. So we've just got drum computer as our drum beat. Nice and simple. Whoops. So really fun stuff. So we've got 4 of these arpeggiators running for each of these, and we've got a drum track there. So let's show you how this actually works and get an idea how the difference, how I'm using the keyboard here, and then compared to using the on-screen keyboard with locked notes. That's going to be the best way to show you how this arpeggiator works. Yeah, let's go over here, and we'll clear this, start a brand new project, shall we? Okie dokie. So I'm going to hit the plus button. We're going to add a MIDI track and we're going to add an audio track because, like the last couple of videos, the MIDI track is where we insert our Arp Bud. Fuck off, Audible. I'm not even checking your fucking... Did you have the beat division set to the same thing for all the ARPs? I think I did. No, I don't think I did. I had them set different. We can go back and have a look at it. I just thought you were going to put a smart ass question like normal. So, you know, that's Audible. The guy who tried to get me to explain how FM synthesis works. See you later, Dominic. All right. So what shall I bring in here? We'll just bring in, I'm going to bring in Housemark just because it's nice and easy. And It's interesting, Housemark. I never did a show on Housemark, but I use it a lot for demonstrations. I find it fun to demonstrate stuff with, but not to make music with. Isn't that interesting? There you go. We'll have our preferences. Well, I did. Well, I tried to explain. I tried to explain FM synthesis to the best of my ability. I don't know if I did a good job. All right, so I've added Housemark, and I've just put an Eventide black hole on here as well. So what I need to do as well is connect this to Arp Bud. And it's the same as the other two apps that we covered in the last last three apps that we covered in the last few days, 2 days. So I'm going to go in here and connect Arp Bud here. And I need to, let's just do this. We'll connect this to the on-screen keyboard. Yeah, so that's now connected to our on-screen keyboard, which I can bring up. And here is the interface. And let's run through it. So initially what I want to do is, we'll just run along the bottom, because you would have seen these things in the last couple of shows, yeah? Very similar with each of these apps. So you've got your note, your velocity, octave, gate, ratcheting, random, and probability. So these are all things that if you've watched the last two shows, you should be familiar with. Note's the note, velocity is the strength of the note, the octave is the octave of the note, so which is 12 semitones above or below the original note. Then you've got your gating, which allows it to be, ring out or be staccatoed with the gate. The ratcheting changes it from a single note. So if you ratchet it twice, it goes from a dot to a da-dot. Randomization, you have a whole lot more control in this app with randomization. When you go to randomization, in the settings, you actually can randomize virtually everything. So you can randomize the intervals between the notes. You can randomize the velocities, the octaves, gates, ratcheting, probability. You can do all of that just with the touch of one randomization. So that's really cool. And the probability, the chance that the note will be played. If it's turned up to 100%, then there is a 100% chance that note will be played. Bring it down to 50 or 38, there's only 38% chance. That's how probability works. It's like going to the casino with your music, yeah? And if you win, if you lose, it's terrible, but if you win, it's
Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
I'm going to be trying to set it up all day. It's ridiculous. All right. So I'm just covering the rest of the knobs before we go on. You've got your rate again, which was again in all of the apps. So it's set to an eighth here. You can bring it all the way down to, a half, one quarter. So you can play with all of that as well. I'll leave it on an eighth for now. Oh man, I just got an email saying Cyberpunk's on sale on Steam. You've got a swing button as well, so you can mess around with the swing. I'm just going to go in here to the settings and change the knob control. I much prefer changing this from rotary, just using a mouse. Okie doke. So you can change the swing as well. The percentage of the swing that you want on your actual music. Once again, you can save patterns as well. So you can have a whole bunch of patterns. Really easy to set up those. We'll go into. All right. So first, what I'm going to do is, now that everything's connected, and now you'll notice, let's just go over this again. I don't have the keyboard connected to this, to the actual instrument. Normally when you're playing an instrument in AUM or whatever, you have the keyboard connected to this. I don't. I have it connected over here, yeah, on Arp Bud. That is, it means that Arp Bud needs to be playing in the transport. So once we hit this playing, now if I start adding notes, hold down a note, it's going to repeat that note, yeah? If I add two notes, it's repeating two notes, but they're set to the same value at the moment. So no matter how many I add here, it's all set to the same value, yeah? Hello, Joe. Good to see you. Alrighty. So for starters, I'm going to just scroll this keyboard across. And what I'm going to do is now hit this infinity button here. So whatever note I hold down will stay active. So let's just do these. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can do 8 notes. Let's do that. Now we've got 8 notes all playing here. So we're going to open up this, and you'll see in the transport of ArpBud, we have 8. Beep, 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 beep. So we're going across in 8. You can add and subtract what you like in here. Yeah, and you can subtract just as easy. We'll just leave it at 8 for now. Get rid of that last one. And I'm going to click over on notes. So the way this works is you'll see they're all set to 1. So when they're set to 1, they're all looking at the first note that is held down here. Okay, that is this C4. So if I take this second one and turn this up to number 2, it's now looking there. So as I go up the scale here and go up in for number 3, 4, 5, it's now going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last 3 are still on C. So we can bring this down to 4. We can do an up and down. Hopefully that makes sense. It's running this way across. And there is our arpeggiator, a simple up and down arpeggiator. Really simple to use. And you can just get buck crazy naked and do whatever you want and go, yes. And now everything's all in different kind of orders. It's all completely up to you. What I do like implementation on this particular app is I can draw stuff this way. I love it when you can do this. So there is a very simple arpeggiator rocking away. We'll bring it back to the up and down, yeah? Let's do that. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and the numbers down here tell you which order. So 1, 2, 3. I'll bring this up to 4, 5. We can go all the way up to 6, 7. There you go. There's a complete up. Lovely. And we can even add another, we could simply add another 8 to that and bring it all the way back down and have an up and down over a longer period. Good times. Let's play with the rate, because now you've got all these options. So half dotted, you've got half time. So you can slow it down within the beats per minute, which are locked up here within AUM at 120. You can go crazy fast at a 16th. So you're starting to sound like Muse now. I'm not going to do a Matthew Bellamy in the morning. You can add some swing to it. Sweet. So as you can see, really easy to use and make arpeggios with this. Let's go across all of the options here and have some fun. So you got your velocities. You can mess with these to get different kind of effects by having full on 100% velocity for these particular notes. Some at 50, some low. To accentuate these notes, you know. And again, you can just draw these in sideways. We have octaves again. So I can, for this first note, which is a C, I can take this up +1 for an octave. Let's go up, down, up, down, up, down. We can gate them. So you notice when we take out back down to 0%, the notes that are at 0% have got that real staccato stop. No sustain on anything. So we're shutting the gate on those bitches. Again, you can create some really interesting effects with that. Let's cover the ratcheting, because ratcheting's fun. With every number that increases, that particular note will now double. So now you're getting that skip. Add some swing in there. Here's my favorite thing. So let's go over to randomization. Now over on randomization, we've only got set the notes. So if we can now add randomization to this. And it's only affecting the first section, the notes, because that is all that is selected in here. But here's what I said earlier. You can go in and actually fine tune this to go into the ratcheting. And you can decide how many you want. So you may only want it to be a minimum of 1 ratchet and only 2. Same. Each of these have a setting you can do underneath when you turn them on. So you can randomize the velocity between 0 and 127. Same with the octave. So you've got a whole lot of options here to mess around with your randomization. And finally, the probability. Everything is set to 100% right now. If we turn off all this randomization and head to probability, now if I start pulling down some notes, the ones that are pulled down to 0 have 0 chance of playing. But if we give them random numbers here, they have a higher percentage. So the second one there has 39% of playing. Once you're happy with a sound, again, you can go into your patterns here. So here's where your patterns are, and you can add a new pattern. So now you'll notice this pattern's just gone back to playing the first note because nothing has been assigned. And I can go into number 1 again, hold down, copy. Now I can click on number 2, hold down on number 2, and I can paste in what I had previously. And then we can go in and do something like just randomize the shit out of all of this. And we can change the time up a bit, slow it down. So now you'll notice when I flick between 1 and 2, not only does a whole lot of this section change up, but our rate changes with it. So it's not a global rate here. So it's on an 1/8. When I hit number 2, it slows down. So now if we go in and add a drum beat, something like, we'll just go in and do what we had before, just with hammerhead. And just add some kicks in here. Let's bring this up to a 1/4, to a 1/4. Copy paste also works between instances as well. You can copy a pattern from an instance, paste into. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So there you go. Like, super easy to create things, yeah? And now you can just, add another one in here. And start building your tracks. Hello, Panda Cat Key. So we're looking for Arp Bud. Let's just go with just an Animoog. Again, we want to go in here, select the second one because we've got a new Arp Bud in here. And what we'll do with this one, yeah, is I'm going to attach this to my key step instead of the on-screen keyboard. So now we've got the first one, which is attached to this keyboard here. It's stagnant, it's held down, it's locked in place. But this new one here, which has no notes yet in it, that is connected to here. So when I hold down a note, and once again, I can start drawing things in. And you're probably asking, hang on a minute, but how come the arpeggiator is working when I'm only holding down one finger? Well, there is a reason for that. Let's show you a close-up. Because on my particular keyboard here, I can change by turning this. You can see here on the readout, I can actually control chords. So we've got octave, fifth, we've got suspended, we've got sevenths, ninths, we've got minors, we've got all this kind of stuff here. So when I hold down one key, it's actually, you'll see the lights along here actually light up. It's actually creating a chord across these lights. So it's taking these three that I have in each chord and it's creating the arpeggiator out of that. So now when I hit play, so let's just take these out of the equation and I'll show you just with single keys what I mean. So let's turn this off. So now I'm just playing single keys. And as I add extra notes to this, it's using it'll use the notes here in the arpeggiator, which we have 8 of them. So let's go to randomization here. We'll mess around. We'll turn all this on, yeah? Let's just turn on all the randomization. And we'll create some random stuff. We'll do it for... So let me turn on these chords. Now the beautiful thing about my key step is too, I can define how many notes that are in a chord by changing See, we've got it set to 5 now. So I can have 5 notes per chord. And we have it set to... So I'm only using one finger to use this arpeggiator. And all I'm doing, holding down one finger here and changing the types of chords. So you'll see it's changing from to a 7th, 9th. You don't even have to be a good keyboard player. You can absolutely cheat your ass off. Now I'm on suspended. Octave. And you can get as crazy as you like. Yeah, you can get as crazy as you like to make music. You can add guitars, stuff like this. Let's add it. Let's do it now. Let's add in a guitar in here. Say something like, what's it called? I can't, man. I always forget what it's called. 4 Pockets app. Strummer, that's what it's called. Let's just add that in here. We need to add another Arp Bud. Oh man, it's too quiet now. We need Gordon.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Thank you, Gordon. I know, small things amuse small minds, folks. What can I say? I have a very small mind. So we'll add this to Arp Bud number 3. And let's connect this to the on-screen keyboard. Now you'll notice when I hit play, we'll turn these off, it's not playing. So you'll actually have to refresh these keys. So again, really simple there. All I've done is changed the ratcheting randomly, very randomly. A 2, a 1, a 3, and a 1. And you're making a rhythm out of this stuff. We need some bass in here too, don't we? And it's all just from these notes, yeah? So again, you'll notice what I need to do is just touch all of these keys down here and unlock them and lock them again, because oops, what did I do there? I added this one. I added the wrong one. I want to add I fretless bass. So this fretless bass is quite high, so I'm going to actually go into the octave. There we go. Let's just randomize it. We'll add some ratcheting in there as well. Yeah. So let's see what's going on now. That's better. So from virtually nothing. Once again, what's great about Cem's apps is you just can fuck around with them and make some beautiful, intriguing, interesting rhythms. Thanks, Notterbox. Hit the like if you enjoyed today's show. Helps the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hello, Suzanne. Hello, Gary Hubbs. Sorry I missed you. iOS Music Man. Leela. Anyone I may have missed. Awesome stuff. I'm not even doing anything, man. You know what? I like apps where you really don't have to do much to make music because, as you may have remember, recently I've been struggling to be creative. These are beautiful apps to really help you get the creative juices flowing, yeah? And you may make something that you didn't even think you would make because I wouldn't come up with this out of my stupid little brain. Hello, Sith Vasquez. Good to see you. It's always
Stunning.
to see you
Stunning.
in so many
Stunning.
ways. All right, guys. I think that's it for today. The app is $4.99. Absolutely worth your time. Or it may not be. Remember, apps aren't Pokemon. You don't need to collect them all. But if they inspire you to do something, sure, go for it. The entire set of apps by Cem is really cool. So I don't know what's happening on tomorrow's show, but you'll just have to wait and see. All right, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thomas, do you have a show on today? I didn't see you the show. Thank you so very much, Cem. I'll actually send you an email today too, so I'll do that a bit later. And thank you for sending me all these apps to be able to show everybody as well. And thanks for being here. It's always nice to have a developer of the app in the chat. All right, guys. Not today, tomorrow. Oh, sorry, Thomas, my brain. All right, guys. Have a great day. Remember, do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make us better. And we all rise together. Ciao for now.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. 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 Absolutely stunning. 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 Absolutely stunning.